What's good? This is Marcus the Fingaz back at it again with another video. In this video, I'm not going to be making music or showing any apps or anything. What I would like to do is tell you how I got the attention of Ken Lewis, who is one of the world's best audio engineers, mix engineers, record producers. He has what will be soon 100 gold records that he's worked on, almost 60 Grammy nominations. Incredible guy. I've been a fan of his for years, from his work with Kanye. When Kanye was starting out, I think is really when he got on my radar. But he's been involved in the music industry for decades. An incredible person. I had the chance to meet him. And connect with him, and I'm going to share a little bit of that story with you today. So what basically started this whole thing is Ken recently started, as a result of the pandemic, he started a mixing night series on YouTube where he shows techniques. He does a live mixing thing called a 10-minute sprint mix, where he takes 10 minutes to get a decent mix going, decent. For him, for me, it's like, man, this mix can be released into the world because what he can do in 10 minutes will probably take me like 2 hours, 3 hours to get anywhere near that level. But he calls it the Jedi level. And he also has online training where he shows you how to mix through his audio school online programs. So he's been doing these mixing nights for the last couple of weeks, maybe almost a month now. And it started out every Wednesday and Sunday. And he was going live on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 p.m. For these mixing nights, doing Q&A, doing these live mixing sections and having different segments throughout. And then it started, he narrowed it down to only Wednesday nights. So for the last couple of weeks, it's only been every Wednesday. And then now moving forward, I believe it will be every other Wednesday as his schedule allows. He is a hardworking engineer working 7 days a week on projects that are heard around the world. I think he said he's mixed over 30 BTS songs, and has a couple on their last project, including the single, if not one, more of the singles that are released from their last project. But how did he find me? Among the many people that have heard his music that he's worked with, I post to social media, obviously, a lot more as a result of this pandemic. And I recently posted a video on how I find remix contests and competitions. And I was telling him this story. I have had this video in my mind for a while. I've actually had the footage on my drive to post for about 2 weeks. And I didn't post it because when I wanted to post it is when a lot of stuff was happening around the world, the protests, the deaths, the police brutality. And I was like, this is not the time that I want to post this. So I waited a few weeks, and I posted it up, I want to say maybe a week ago, if not a couple days ago. Not maybe a day or two after I posted it, I get a message from Ken, and he's like, hey man, I was looking for this content. My team is putting together some resource lists for mix engineers to find contests and things like that. Would you mind if I include your stuff in there? And I was like, yeah, sure, man. That would be awesome. Thanks for asking. And I was just happy about that. And then I don't know if it was a few hours later, he's like, hey, I'm doing mixing night tonight. Could I have you join as a guest? And I was like, and inside I was like jumping for joy. He couldn't see me, obviously. We're talking through the computer or whatever. But I was just like, man, this is crazy. This is awesome. And I was like, yeah, man, set it up. Let me know what you need me to do. Got the information and everything and connected online. And he was telling me that because him and his team was putting together these documents for his audience, to find remix contests and contests and competitions and things. Through his research, he found my video that I posted a couple days ago, and reached out to me to get that information and included a lot of that information in his document. And I was telling him, I was like, man, this video, I've had on my hard drive, didn't want to post it. Took me, it's been on my drive for 2 weeks. The video probably has, at that time, maybe had like 30 views. Even today, it probably only has like 50 views. And he was like, well, one of those views was me and, and my team or whatever. And I was like, man, that's crazy. So saying all that to say this, if you're hesitant about posting stuff online, put yourself out there. That's what I've been doing a lot with these remix contests. And I do have a video that I'll share in one of these corners. I always get it wrong about my remix video. It's about 45 minutes. And if you have more questions, feel free to ask me. Maybe I'll do a tutorial class or something on it, or maybe I'll write a book about how I find these remixes, go into more details about these remix things, my philosophy. And then I'll also right now I'll put in a clip of the interview with Ken Lewis. The full segment that I was involved was probably under 10 minutes, but I'll put in maybe about 1 minute, 1.5 minutes. So we'll put that in here right now.
Contests and giveaways and stuff like this. And Marcus Manderson, who's a friend of the show, and he put this together along with Dominic. I'm going to reach out to Marcus and have a conversation with him about these contests and, let me see if I can get Marcus on
the... Yeah, thanks for this opportunity, man.
Dude.
Appreciate a chance to come on Mixing Night, and I've watched all of them.
That's really dope, man. Thank you. I think you and I have been Facebook friends for a really long time, and this past week I was looking at my Facebook feed, and out of the blue, this post from you, a video comes up, and it's basically how to enter contests and all of this. And I just looked at that. I was like, that's exactly what I need to show these people. That is super, super valuable information. So you enter. Well, tell me, you were entering how many before the pandemic, and then now what are you doing?
Before the pandemic, I was probably doing at least one contest a week, one or two a week. Since the pandemic started, I probably do one or two a day, if not a day, every other day. I'm finding new opportunities. People are sending me things, remix contests, sampling contests, composing contests. So I started pulling all these things together. I've already had these sort of lists on my databases and Drive. Yeah, so that was one of the highlights of my quarantine period right now, in addition to making all this music, getting connected to incredible mix engineers like Ken, getting messages from some of the world's greatest rappers, producers, audio engineers, including Ken, just from me posting videos, posting music, constantly creating content and sharing it online, and putting it out there, just putting myself out there, which I was doing before COVID-19. And I explained a little bit more in the chat with Ken, but I was doing maybe one contest, remix contest a week. And since COVID-19, I'm doing one a day, if not more, one every 2 days. Yesterday, I shared, I probably posted like 4 or 5 different things, music things online, tutorials, remix, samples and things I did. And I just created all that yesterday, while also still working, from home, working a full-time job, and having a family that allows me to make music, most of the day. But yeah, definitely appreciate Ken. So when I do these videos, a lot of times they have multiple layers. So today, actually, the day that I'm posting this, Saturday, June 13th, 2020, happens to be Ken Lewis's birthday. So Ken, I don't have a gift for you, but you gave me one of the greatest gifts for your birthday week, allowing me to be a part of your platform, allowing me to be a small part of your platform. So thank you team, for that opportunity. I hope you're enjoying this day. Hope you and your lovely wife get to enjoy your birthday weekend, despite all the madness going around in the world, all the craziness happening right now. Thank you again. Can't thank you enough. I do hope to work with you on the music side, hopefully in the near future, as I continue to hopefully find and create and get these opportunities. Thank you again. Everyone else, definitely check out Mixing Night. I'll include a link to the Mixing Night YouTube page. One of these corners, I'll also include it in the description. You can find me about the 20, I don't want to act like I don't know, 27-minute mark in there, where we have a chat for about 10 minutes or so. But a lot full of gems in there. a lot of stories he has. Actually, since he's going on a hiatus for about 2 weeks, I may share some of those stories that I really like. Some of the stuff, the insight he shared on the sessions with like Kanye, some of the demo sessions from like Aha and Michael Jackson songs that turned out to be something totally different from the demo sessions. A lot of insight that he shares on his page. So I'm rambling on. Ken, thank you. Thank your lovely wife. Thank Dominic. Thank the whole Mixing Night team for everything they've done for me. This quarantine period has just been crazy. It's been incredible opportunities for me. And when I reflect, even right now on opportunities, just last month, I was having a chat with Jane Goodall. Some people call her Mother Nature herself. And then to be having a chat with Ken Lewis this week. These opportunities are incredible. I do not take them for granted. So, of course, more music on the way, more videos on the way. Always got something in the works. Thank you, Ken, again. Happy birthday, Ken. Hope you get to enjoy your birthday weekend celebrations. And I will see you on the next mixing night in a couple weeks. And everyone else, hope you all have a safe weekend. Stay safe out there. No matter what you're doing, or even if you're at home, stay safe. And I will see y'all in the next video. All right, peace.